The Coyote Twin, Vermilion's downtown theater. Providing entertainment Thursdays through Sundays.
Tonight, a man faces charges for a rape that took place on campus in September.
And Vermilion is known for its many stray cats, how one organization is helping to prevent disease among them.
Live from the Al Newharth Media Center, this is Coyote News.
Good evening. I'm Michael Stake.
And I'm Jody Tyson. Police have arrested a man with connections to one of the campus sexual assaults. Authorities say 19-year-old Gavin Jensen turned himself in on Thursday after a warrant was issued for his arrest. He was released on a $15,000 cash bond. Court papers say this is related to the September 9th rape at a USD residence hall.
The Wellness Center offers a CPR, first aid, and AED course at least once every semester for USD and the Vermilion community. The course is taught through the American Red Cross. Because of their affiliation, the Wellness Center can teach the courses in their own buildings with certified instructors. Participants learn how to recognize and approach an emergency, how to perform CPR, and how to use a defibrillator during a cardiac arrest.
We run these classes because an emergency can happen at any time. If a person is experiencing cardiac arrest outside of the hospital, then their chances of survival are pretty low. But if you can give them early CPR and early defibrillation, then their chances of survival can double. So just to be prepared for any emergency can help our community out a lot.
At the end of the course, participants receive a 2-year certification from the Red Cross. Anyone can sign up for the CPR training. All they have to do is take an online course before going to the in-person class.
Earlier today, House Republicans chose Louisiana Representative Mike Johnson as House Speaker. Democrats nominated New York Representative Hakeem Jeffries, but Johnson swept the first ballot. He won 220 to 209 with a few absences.
Cats is kept healthy thanks to a local organization.
Coyote News' Quinn Masick found out how they help prevent diseases among them.
The term verm cats is used to describe the many stray felines around Vermilion. However, some of them can carry diseases that might be harmful.
Vermilion has roughly 3 verm cats per resident. Carrie Philmeyer, executive director at the Heartland Humane Society in Yankton, says they have been working with local veterinarians to trap, neuter, and release the animals.
We are fixing 100 to 200 Vermilion cats a year and have been doing that for about 4 years. We usually set those in the evenings or early mornings, and then, like I said, the animal spends about 6 to 8 waking hours in that trap. The rest of the time they're under anesthesia anyway, and they don't recall even what happened. They'll wake up feeling a little bit groggy, but feeling pretty normal and back to normal routines by the next day.
After the creatures have been caught, they receive a spay or neuter surgery along with a rabies vaccine. Phil Myers states that it costs around $50 to neuter one animal.
We are a nonprofit, so all monies raised come through donors. If you are interested in helping towards that donation, any amount helps. It's about $50 to spay or neuter one animal here for the TNR program, and if you want to sponsor one, we'd be happy to work with you.
The Heartland Humane Society has been performing surgeries since 2016. Phil Myers says they want to educate the community about the issue.
Part of really spaying and neutering those outside cats is conversations about pet owners that, affixed cats that Heartland is working with are safe, that they can be happy animals.
If you would like to volunteer at the Humane Society, Phil Myers says anyone can help.
We've had college students help in the past. You can also just volunteer at the shelter. It's a great time to jump in. Volunteering at the shelter can be once a month up to once a week.
For Coyote News, I'm Quinn Masick.
Phil Myers says not every cat wants to be held, so if you see a stray around campus, use caution.
If you see any leftover paint on the tables in the muck, that's because the Mocktails and Cayambis event took place last week. The recurring event provides painting supplies and a mocktail table where students made their own drinks. Grad student Callie Stanfield helps organize the event and says it's not just about making colorful creations.
So the past 2 years we partnered with Art Alliance, and we just host the mocktails and canvas every year, and it's been a great turnout, so we just do it every year. Just a nice little relaxing experience, just to hang out with friends, make friends, and make a nice little canvas out of it.
An instructor was also there to demonstrate how to create Halloween-themed paintings, but students could also use their own imaginations. A list of more activities can be found online at USD Involved. Still to come, there's a new way to get around campus besides the typical walking or driving. We'll have that story when we come back.
Her respiratory status is declining. We need to increase her oxygen and add regular nebulizer treatments.
This is Coyote News.
One college experience student might relate to is dealing with noisy neighbors. This can be an issue in any of the USD residence halls. There are quiet hours and RAs that make rounds, but some noise issues still happen. If noise levels remain high, it may be time to contact the RA on duty. Assistant Director of Housing Tristan Beck says there's a process for making sure students follow the quiet hours policy.
So what RAs do is we try to take it from both sides. We don't want to accuse people of doing something, of breaking a policy essentially, but we also try to see everything from everyone's point of view.
Says the RAs go to where the noise is and determine if it needs to be addressed. If there's no disturbance, they'll make a note of it in the duty log. But if it's confirmed the residents are being too loud, RAs will knock and remind them it's quiet hours. Although RAs are a resource for students, Beck recommends they resolve any issues with neighbors on their own. Speaking of neighbors, the time to sign or renew off-campus housing contracts is approaching. Coyote News' Sydney Cullen is live in the muck with two realtors who have a few tips. Sydney?
Thanks, Michael. I'm here with Jesse Hansen and Michelle Maloney from Maloney Real Estate. So what should students look for when looking at a housing contract?
I think with a housing contract, you just really need to make sure that you understand exactly what you're signing, because it's a legally binding document. There is a lawyer here on campus that works for the students, so if they have any questions, they can feel free to contact them if they don't understand anything.
And then why should students know their budget when either renting a place or buying a home?
Well, I mean, when you're buying a home, it's going to depend on whether or not you're credit worthy, and so they're going to run your credit rating and run your credit score and see if you've got enough money and equity in anything to save up so that you can buy a home. But as far as for rent, you need to figure out what you're going to be taking out for either a student loan or what you've saved or what your family's allotted for you for a budget. And are you going to have roommates? Typically rents we find are priced per bedroom if you're going to rent a house. So if it's $500 for a bedroom, then you need to figure out how many roommates do you need to have to make it work. So it just varies by person.
And when is the best time for students to look for housing for next year?
Well, after the holiday break, we do call all of our tenants and ask them if they're going to be renewing their lease for the following year. At that point, people that aren't going to be renewing, we do add it to our list. And so I'd say January, February is when you can start, but the sooner the better, because as everyone knows, we do have a housing shortage.
We find that most places are rented by spring break.
And why is housing in Vermilion so limited?
Well, the population has grown, and so there's that. The enrollment has gone up, and I think a lot of places went offline. We lost a couple of mobile home parks, thankfully. When they built Coyote Village, I think the plan was always to build another one, and then they decided not to do it. And so now they're sort of just waiting for the private sector to make up the difference. So I think there's a few apartment complexes in the works.
Jesse, Michelle, thank you so much for being here today.
Take care.
Live in the muck for Coyote News, I'm Sydney Colin.
Thanks, Sydney. In addition to Maloney Real Estate, other Vermilion Realty groups include Grace Property Management, Dakota Realty, and more.
It's come to the point in fall when it's time to turn back the clocks. On Sunday, we'll roll back an hour starting at 2 in the morning. That means we'll have an earlier sunset until daylight saving time returns in mid-March. Hawaii and some parts of Arizona are the only 2 states that don't observe the time change. Walking, biking, and driving are all common ways of getting around campus.
That's right, but now there's a new way to get from class to class, as Coyote News' Brooke Aiden reports.
You may have noticed people riding around Vermilion on Scootsy scooters and might even want to try one out yourself. To take your first ride, all you need to do is download the Levy Electric app, make an account, and attach a form of payment. Then, just scan the QR code on the top of your scooter, push yourself off, and enjoy the ride. But there are some basic rules of the road you need to know before using them. Scootsy scooters can go on both roads and sidewalks, they can't go on streets with a speed limit over 30 miles per hour, and you must yield to pedestrians. Hear what Scootsy's Haley Warren says about what you should know before taking your first ride.
We're trying to be really good partners with the university and with the local businesses in the community, and part of that is making sure that we're not disrupting their flow. So not parking in front of doors, not parking in sidewalks over walkways. Please try to find a red bike rack or keep it in a place that makes sense out of the walkway, out of the doorway.
Warren's goal is to help urbanize Vermilion and create an efficient source of transportation for not only students, but also members of the community, faculty, and staff. Branding is Warren's specialty, and she's had a long-term goal to create a brand inspired by Midwest culture. Her approach to the Scootsy branding reflects a cliche Midwest feel while still relating to college-age students.
I feel like there's just this like adrenaline rush you get riding them. I just hope everybody gives it a try because it's a really fun, you feel like a kid again sort of activity.
For Coyote News, I'm Brooke Aiden.
Warren says the scooters will also be available during the winter and can operate when it's as cold as minus 32 degrees. I am ecstatic to see people riding in the cold weather.
Yeah,
what about you?
Me too. During the snow, oh my gosh.
I'm hoping I get to see maybe someone slip or fall.
About 300 people gathered to celebrate in Nepal on Sunday night. The Nepalese Student Association, or NSA, hosted their 5th annual Nepalese Night. The night centered around Dashain, a festival in Nepal. There were musical performances and a cultural dance. Soon came everyone's favorite part, the Nepali cuisine. NSA is only able to host 1 event per semester due to funding. Their next event will be Holi, a festival of colors in the spring.
A vacancy in the Fine Arts Department has been filled, and they're already making an impression. The music department welcomed Bethany Amundsen as the new director of string orchestra and symphonic bands. She received 2 master's degrees from USD and says she's blessed to be back in Vermilion.
There's some of those things that just give you that like, whoa, deja vu type moment. But so far, we're loving Vermilion. We love the community. We love the department, love the Yotes. So it's been a lot of joy and a lot of happiness just being back here.
Amundsen's the president-elect of the South Dakota Music Education Board. The band's next performance is November 19th, and the orchestra plays on December 1st, both in Alf's Auditorium. Next on Coyote Sports, the volleyball team completes another reverse sweep.
And the cross-country team has their last meet before the Summit League Championships.
This is Coyote News.
There's more to USD sports than just D1 competitions. I'm Spencer Bewley.
And I'm Carly Phillips. The Coyote Ultimate Frisbee team is one of 6 club sports students can join. Each club sets their own level of competition. The Ultimate Frisbee team plays scrimmages to become familiar with the sport before taking on bigger tournaments. President Marissa Cliff says the USD team is a great place to begin your journey with the sport.
We play as a team and learn as a team, learn the sport as a team, and then we strongly encourage, there's leagues all over in Sioux Falls, Sioux City, bigger tournaments, so it kind of, once you learn it here in a comfortable setting, then it pushes you out there to get better with the sport.
On Saturday, they played SDSU, dropping the game 8-2. The team practices twice a week, and their next game will be weather dependent. A full list of club sports and their contacts can be found on the USD website.
The volleyball team will begin a 3-game road stretch tomorrow night in Tulsa, coming off of back-to-back reverse sweeps. Thursday night, the team faced off against Omaha. The Mavericks took the lead early, winning the first 2 sets, but the Coyotes came back to win set 3. In set 4, Omaha took a 14-9 lead to force USD into a timeout. A kill from middle blocker Bryn Powman out of the timeout spurred a 6-1 run for South Dakota, and the Coyotes win set 4. In the 5th and final set, an attack error from UNO would secure the winning point for the Coyotes. 3 Coyotes reached career highs. Freshman Samantha Laird hit 13 kills, senior Brooklyn Schramm had 4 service aces, and junior Kylan Seelock hit 5 service aces, all for personal bests. On the road trip, the Coyotes will face Oral Roberts, Denver, and St. Thomas.
USD football hopes to snap SDSU's 21-game win streak in a top 4 sold-out matchup in the Dome on Saturday. The Jackrabbits come in as number 1 and the Coyotes number 4 in the FCS Stats Performance Poll. SDSU is the last undefeated team in the FCS. For USD, a win over Indiana State, 17-3, on Saturday kept them undefeated in conference play. The series record is 53, 56, and 7, with the winner moving to first in the Missouri Valley. The Coyote Crazies have been preparing for the state rivalry football game this weekend. We go back to Coyote News' Sydney Colon with 2 of the Crazies. Sydney?
Thanks, Carly. I'm here with Tanner Warwick and Emma Cundiff. How have the Crazies been preparing for Rivalry Week?
So we started our week on Sunday with Paint the Dome Red, where we made a bunch of posters to kind of hang off the rails on the student section and to just help get people in the more of the mood for Hate State Week. It's a really big week for us, and we really like to push the morale of the students to get them really excited for what's going to go on.
And what decorations have you guys made for the game on Saturday?
So we've got a big 40-foot flag that'll go over the entire student section. We've got Techno Pirates, sorry guys, that'll go off for every touchdown. We've also got red fog that will go off into the student section when we also get touchdowns.
And then do you guys have any other things that you guys are going to add to the student sections, or what kind of things do the posters say for the game?
So our different posters are like the COYOTES. We have ones like that. There's one of our members made a Jackrabbits one where the Jackrabbit is just completely beat up, got chipped teeth, all kinds of stuff. We're focusing on new chants and making sure that students in the back of the student section are going to be involved, and we're just being loud, being excited, being present, that kind of thing.
And what are you guys both looking forward to with this week in general?
We want everybody to come together and be energized. Like, we've got to beat state. I mean, we just have to. We want students to wear red. Like, the theme is red out, so come decked out. Like, you're not going to be the only ones that are going to be decked out. We'll be decked out too. So just come energized.
And walking around campus on Friday for the Red Out Day, if we just see everybody wearing red, that would be amazing. It just show a little extra support for our football players, a little extra support to the Crazies as we try to push that energy just to cheer on our team.
Tanner, Emma, thank you guys so much for being here today.
Thank you.
Live in the muck for Coyote Sports, I'm Sydney Colon.
Thanks, Sydney. The Crazies will be in action in the student section on Saturday.
The cross-country team is prepping for the Summit League Championships this Saturday in Brookings. On Saturday, 5 Coyote women competed at the Mount Marty Invitational. Fourth-year junior McKenna Herman led the team, placing third in the 6,000-meter course with a new season's best of 23 minutes, 53 seconds. Freshman Taylor Byerly and Thea Chance also set new season bests. Byerly finished in 5th and Chance finished in 11th. The team placed 3rd overall, right behind Dickinson State and Dakota State. The conference race starts at 11. The Summit League Women's Soccer Tournament bracket has been announced and kicks off on Friday. The Coyotes secured the 5 seed and will take on Omaha in Denver at 1, while Oral Roberts and Kansas City will play in Brookings at 3. Denver enters as the number 1 seed for the 5th year in a row and will play the winner of USD versus Omaha. On the other side, South Dakota State earned the 2 spot and will play the winner of Oral Roberts and Kansas City. The championship will be played next Saturday.
Women's swim and dive will host Iowa State on Friday in the Dome after competing with Lindenwood and Kansas over the weekend. The women saw individual wins from Emily Kahn and Taylor Burr, and the two led the 400 and 800 free relays to win. The men had 3 individual wins in Joaquin Contreras-Felico, Matthew Sorby, and Jack Berdal, and they closed the meet with a 400 free relay win as well. Friday's meet against Iowa State starts at 5. Taylor Swift is also releasing her album 1989, Taylor's Version, this Friday.
In this week's Out and About, we asked track and cross-country athletes their favorite Taylor Swift song.
Shake It Off. Never Grow Up. Back to December. Why is that? Because it's a good song, and it's by Taylor Swift.
I'm gonna have to go with Champagne Problems for right now.
Delicate.
I'll have to go with Wildest Dreams.
Midnight Rain.
For me, I would probably say Enchanted, maybe Illicit Affairs.
Definitely You Belong With Me. It's just a classic. Every time it plays, I gotta sing the whole thing.
I Knew You Were Trouble.
15. Mine's probably Love Story.
She wears short skirts, I wear t-shirts. She's cheer captain and I'm on the bleacher.
I think August.
22.
Bad Blood. If you guys have ever seen the Drake commercial, you'll know why.
Blank Space.
If you can see that I'm the one who understands you, been here all along, so why can't you see? You belong with me. You belong with me.
That was incredible, honestly.
I am speechless. I mean, do you have a favorite Taylor Swift song, Spencer?
It's got to be what they were singing. It's got to be You Belong With Me.
It's a classic.
I gotta agree. That's it for Coyote Sports.
When we come back, we ask students who their doppelganger is. Stay with us.
This is Coyote News.
Michael, I've always thought that you look really familiar.
Really? Yeah. Maybe I have a celebrity look-alike.
Yeah, maybe. That's why this week we ask students who their doppelgangers are.
Here's what they had to say.
My doppelganger, I think, is Barbie, but I honestly think it's only because we both have the same favorite color of pink and we both have long blonde hair.
I would have to say John Stamos.
Lindsay Lohan.
I've heard that I look like John B. About 40 different people told me I look like John P.
Maybe like the prince from Aladdin, maybe?
Actually, everyone, like all of my friends always tell me that I look like Sam Sparks from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
I don't know.
Mom, who do you think looks like me?
Chris Rock.
I've been told that I look like Melissa McCarthy sometimes.
We'll go with Taylor Swift. Actually, I think I look like Travis Kelce more.
I have been told I look like Flynn Rider because of my hair.
Leonardo DiCaprio, because obviously, no, I'm just kidding.
My celebrity doppelganger is Reese Witherspoon because my name is Reese and she's blonde.
I've heard Tom Cruise.
Ed Sheeran, because I'm a redhead.
My doppelganger is Luke Combs. He tries to look just like me, dress just like me, but he's shorter than me and richer than me, and my beard is better.
Those were some crazy answers.
Yeah.
Do you have a celebrity look-alike?
No, I don't.
I think I'm going to be the famous one and people will look like me.
That's it.
A man arrested for climbing the Eiffel Tower last week may have been the reason for one couple's decision to get married. Amir Khan had been planning to propose to his girlfriend later that night, but when the lifts were temporarily shut down because of the climber, Khan decided to spring his surprise. Other visitors at the top were also able to watch the big question unfold. Khan says a yes from his girlfriend made the day an unforgettable one. Okay, I don't think there's much that can top being asked to be married at Paris. That's just a dream.
No.
There's no way.
Like, how can you say no to that? I mean,
it would be crushing.
And that's all for Coyote News.
Pick up the volant for a peek at USD's upcoming week-long celebration of diversity.
Listen to 91.1 for news updates throughout the week and for coverage of your USD sports.
And don't forget to follow our social media pages for daily updates. Have a great night.